I already made videos about under and over goals analysis, but some people still don't fully understand. I know we did some mathematical analysis and all, but football betting is more than mathematical analysis and more about the players, the form of those players, both teams' style of play, and their intention or the purpose of the game. I know I mentioned that casually after the whole analysis process, but that doesn't make it any less important. This mathematical analysis method mostly works for league games. But when we are talking about competitions such as international football, Euros, World Cup, final games, Champions League, and end-of-season football, you have to take both teams' intentions seriously. Like I said, the players are the most important entities. Once the important players or in-form players are available, the next thing is to draw up a conclusion for the match. For example, in a game between Spain and any national team, we know Spain plays possession football, which will leave any other decent team or even below-average teams to defend deeply against them. As you know, Spain's defense is solid, so a match between them and a moderate or average team can almost guarantee that scoring against them is almost zero. At worst, they can concede one if a mistake occurs. For instance, Spain versus Denmark, Sweden, Croatia, and the likes, their chances of scoring against Spain are almost zero, but they have a decent defense, and since they will be defending deeply against Spain, that means Spain, at the highest, will work hard to score 2 goals in that game. We could go for under 2.5 in this kind of game, but the unexpected can happen. The match could end with Spain winning with a 3-0 scoreline, or it could end with Spain scoring 2 goals and the decent opponent could get lucky enough to score 1 back, so to be safe, we leave space for the unexpected and go for under 3.5. If they are playing against a low-quality team, those ones too are going to play with the aim of packing the bus, but they are likely to concede more than 2 against Spain. England is a little bit similar too. Against poor teams, they could score a lot, but against a decent team you can be sure to some level that they are not going to concede and they are likely not to score up to 2, that's if they score at all. In club football games, there are 2 types of teams that play against big teams. The first are those that don't care about the big team status and are ready to go all out to win, and the others are those that just want to draw and will park the bus to get that draw. In a match between Liverpool and West Ham is a decent team, and they won't cower or go totally defensive no matter how strong or big Liverpool is, so they will go for the win and try to score goals. For this game, we can consider over 2.5 goals. Liverpool could score 2, but to be confident that West Ham will contribute at least 1 goal, we need to find out if the main players are available and inform through their last 5 games with your live score app. You also want to research if Liverpool's defense has not been totally solid. If you check Liverpool's last 5 matches and they've conceded against Brentford, Fulham, and Brighton, then they are more likely to concede at least 1 against West Ham. And you can apply this to any match too. In another game between Barcelona and Almeria, Cadiz, or Alaves, these teams are going with the mindset of getting a draw, so they will most likely be highly defensive. In this type of game, the likelihood of Barca conceding is almost zero, and they are likely going to struggle to score 2 or 3, so under 3.5 goals is a safe option. As for matches between Barca and Valencia or Villarreal or Sevilla, over goals could be a good option because these teams will play Barca with the aim of winning. In games between teams that are close in terms of abilities, whether they are both strong teams, mid-table, or bottom-table teams, you'd expect that those types of games automatically have a high possibility of over goals. But if these teams both have strong defenses, or are too close in terms of abilities, they are most likely to cancel each other out in attack to produce under goals. The secret to always winning with under and over goal market is to only bet on games that you can confidently draw up conclusions for, with the help of info like the last 5 games, available players, and how both teams will react to each other's play. I'm not saying this is going to work 100% of the time, but this strategy is what has enabled me to reach a high level of perfection in goal analysis. To hire your betting game, you just need to watch football games. And do not just watch for entertainment, watch to observe how both teams react against each other and style of play. And for the most important aspect, which are the football players, spend your free time on live update apps to check live scores for the best performing players in all your favorite leagues. There's a lot to discuss about this, but I really hate to edit videos. In my next book, which is going to be better than the last, I will be sharing everything with you when the club football season starts. So if you haven't, click on the notification bell to know when I post a new video.